Ken, we gotta look up the Ryder Cup scores right now. It's USA versus Europe, straight out of Whistling Straits, Kohler, Wisconsin. Ken, I would probably venture to tell you know who owns Kohler, Wisconsin?
Definitely, it's definitely the Hudson Bay Company, which helped establish Canada as a country.
You're correct. That is 100% correct. Well, we lost our first match, but we're 3 up, 2 up, and 2 up, and the other 3 matches, Ken, morning matches. Sergio Garcia and John Rahm beat Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth. That was a big loss.
Big loss.
Yeah.
So the Ryder Cup is still going.
It is.
It didn't
all
end
weekend long.
With Craig Stadler's retirement.
Paul Azinger still captain basically every year. They're like, bring in Azinger. He's the most angry man in golf.
Who was the guy that was the captain of that sailboat that every year would win the cup?
The America's Cup? I don't
Remember
know.
Dennis? And he had always had the white sun lotion on his face, and
zinc everywhere.
Sun lotion. Sun lotion. What the hell is sun lotion?
Yeah, that's Ken's new product, sun lotion.
Knapsack sun lotion.
Speaking of sun lotion, guys, $15,731, 217 backers on Futility, the actual game of living Kickstarter. Ken, did you throw the link and pin it? You did.
I did.
You did, didn't you?
I did. It's the one thing I did today, right?
You did it. Ken is my co-pilot that I need all the time, and I told him that yesterday, and he was not too pleased with my.
No,
I'm kidding.
Stormed out of a meeting.
He's out.
Have you ever stormed out of a meeting?
Nope.
Have you ever witnessed anyone at storm out of a meeting?
Multiple times.
Yeah. Okay. Provide an example.
Well,
I mean, there's just too many.
There's a lot. I mean, when you don't get tickets to a theme park's opening of a
Careful now.
Sorry. Great to see everybody in chat. We've got an amazing guest today. She's been on the show before. Her name is Alyssa Marino. She works at USA Today, HumanKInd, which they do all kinds of good news videos. They're
Dan's
amazing.
niece.
Dan.
No?
No, I believe
ask every time.
Remember her dad popped in the chat the last time. God, I hope he pops in again. Because the funny thing, and we'll bring on Alyssa in a second. Alyssa Marino, just a legend. Because remember, her dad was a third round draft pick. The other Marino.
Yeah.
Because Dan had the arm, and Sam, he had the legs.
He had the legs.
Yeah,
Dan had the arm.
They called him Old Quads Marino.
Old Quads Marino. 40-time, he's 4'9".
So fast. He was so strong, but he wasn't fast, was the crazy thing.
What was Marino's 40-time? 6'3"?
He walked it.
Dan's, yeah. He would score. I saw him score a couple touchdowns for the Dolphins on some end around, whoopsie.
His career rushing yards were 30.
Yeah, he could do it.
He had knees made of balsa wood.
Welcome to Finn's Talk.
Yeah.
Fins up. Fins up.
Nobody really liked my my Dolphin-only Nintendo system last night, Fintendo.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah,
I saw it.
Not a fan.
You really upset Ikaika.
I really did.
That's what I saw. I saw Ikaika's tweet back to
Nintendo.
I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah. Huge day here on the Good People Association. 2 p.m. Pacific. Molly and Alex Damon back. Battle of House Damon 2.
Big one.
I forget. I didn't get a good rhyming name for it. I'm kind of. I got one, and I'm going to do it. I'm thinking Battle of House Damon 2, R2D2.
I don't hate it.
I got to put some kind of pun.
Factual.
In there. Yeah, and we did have a category written that I pitched to Ikaika and Ken this morning, and it did not go over well. So we're back to the drawing
Here's the thing. I'd love to see what you came up with. It's just you get.
I'm not condoning.
We'd have to put a legal disclaimer.
Yes,
in the
correct. Also at 4 p.m. in between after Josh Brady from 4 p.m. until about 10. Until we're going to hit once we hit 20K.
Yeah.
On the Kickstarter, on the Futility, the actual game of living Kickstarter. Once we hit that 20K mark, we are cutting cameras.
So if you could knock that out by 6 fans,
that'd be awesome.
Great. We all
would
fantastic. Love to get home.
Amanda would love to have me for bath time. But we've got all kinds of fun stuff planned. Mark Ellis is coming by doing a blind light beer taste test. I'm doing a blind bourbon test. Yeah. Ken is having a taco eating challenge with a guest to be determined.
I'm trying to find someone willing to take me on in 10 soft tacos.
10.
How fast can you eat them? Is
Correct.
that what it is?
Or if you give up, you tap out.
Maybe within a certain amount of time?
Correct.
So we don't choke?
Correct.
Okay, I like that.
And I don't want it
Grace appreciates that.
Yeah. Ken! I do know the Heimlich. I was a lifeguard.
The amount of times I've choked on my own food almost in my house. It's apparently too much.
I bit a fork last night. Talk about the worst. Like it's the line in Seinfeld. With all that chewing experience, you'd think I'd know not to bite the fork.
You know, I have a campaign against forks. I don't like forks. They are unbalanced and they fall a lot. They're the utensil that falls the most. And I've bit how it's painful.
Why didn't the spork ever just become the main? We could have just gotten rid of all forks and spoons and just had.
The spork was, you know, we've been asking this question for decades. Since the elementary school playgrounds.
Yep.
The spork was we had it in our hands as a society, and we turned our back on it.
GPACharity, the Prince of the Islands, Aloha Friday.
If you go to any camping type of store, they have titanium sporks. If you want to just get those and replace all your forks.
Yeah, but then you go to a camping store and you feel bad because they're like guilting you into camping, and I don't need that in my life right now.
Camping's great.
It's not.
It's I mean, it's good for those that love it.
Correct.
You know,
for me, camping is not. The outdoors, amazing.
Yeah.
Sleeping in it, not my passion.
Yeah, I had some friends recently. I was like, "Would you like to go to a Joshua Tree getaway with me and my wife?" And I was like, "Yeah, maybe sometime." And they're like, "Hey, you went to Vegas?" Yeah, it's very relaxing.
Fantastic.
The hotel.
I can put on the Fire app on my screen in my hotel room. Build a little fort with the pillows.
Crackly.
Crackly. When I was living in New York, that hotel I stayed in, they gave me like 140 pillows. It was amazing. I basically just sat and slept on a cloud.
Yeah.
Anyway, we just won our first match, tied 1-1, Ken. Dustin Johnson, Colin Morikawa win 3-2 over Paul Casey and Victor Hovland. I'm going to be watching golf all weekend, Ken. Amanda is psyched about it.
Woo! I got to get upstream just in case. Trey T says, the Fork Cartel is powerful, Josh. They crushed the spork people.
They did.
I want that to be a Netflix doc.
I do too. Spork
Report.
Spork v Fork. The Spork Report.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got it. Moormouth Hans chimes in with a super chat. Thank you. Been picking Pokemon for people, and here's what it came up for the GPA. Josh is Ludo Kulo. Ikaika, can you pull up these pictures? I don't know who these people are. Ikaika is Ikaika? Ikaika is Trico.
Okay.
Ken is Slay King. Riley is Growolith. And Grace is Umbreon. This is like me watching. This is like me reading the first 10 pages of Game of Thrones drunk.
Okay, here is.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. I think it was a good book.
All right. What is
this? Is Josh
Ludico?
Oh, I'm a little dragon guy.
Okay.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Hi.
What are those two girls in bikinis doing on a Pokemon search?
I don't know.
Do you see it down
I
there?
do see that.
All right, who's this?
That's me.
Oh yeah, I'll
That's
give you
a
that.
newer one.
Okay. He's adorable. She's adorable. It's adorable.
He's a penis head. Looks like he's got a penis head.
Slacking.
You're not wrong.
This is
Ken. Ken is Slaking.
Slaking.
We're not calling him slacking.
Slacking? I'd call me a slack.
Oh.
Yeah, that's. Wait a minute.
that's just unkind.
I don't know about this at all.
Yes. Okay.
I'm
Riley is Growlith.
Growlith.
I'm down.
This is one of the OG ones.
Okay.
An OG one.
Okay.
I mean, the hair. The hair's pretty accurate there,
yeah,
actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Grace is
Umbreon.
See, I don't know all these new ones.
Umbreon
the original 152.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. A little.
Yeah, because it's black.
Dark powers.
Yeah, dark and
Dark goth eyes. Okay.
Yeah. Does Grace wear black and gold much? Because that's the Steeler colors, Ken.
Not the gold. She has gold jewelry. She has some earrings. She got an earring yesterday. She so it's a knife. It looks like a knife stabbed her ear.
Here, this is Rosie.
About to get interested. Oh, who's Rosie?
Togepi.
Oh,
that's accurate.
That is Rosie. She got big eyes.
That's pretty accurate.
Speaking of black and gold, Ken.
Yeah.
Alyssa Marino, big Steeler fan, made her first trip to Heinz Field this weekend. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen from USA Today, HumanKIND's own Alyssa Marino.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
What's up, Alyssa?
Not much. I'm drinking out of my new Steeler Stadium cup.
Oh.
I think my parents still have like collector's edition plastic cups from Steeler games from the mid to early 90s.
Ooh, yes.
We have a few here.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Yep.
How are things? What's going on?
Good. It's so funny that you say it was my first time to Heinz Field. I keep forgetting that it was.
Yeah.
Because it was my dad's first time, too.
What?
And he is the ultimate Steeler fan. He's been a fan since the Immaculate Reception. He watched it live in 1972. He was 10 years old.
Whoa.
So I had more fun watching the game like through his eyes.
Sure.
And I forget that, it was my first time there too. It was so much fun.
It was her dad's, but he played a year with the Steelers.
Yeah,
I heard. He was a cornerback.
It was his first time watching the game from the stands.
Oh, yeah, got it.
It's like the Rudy thing, right?
That's what I meant.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Because everybody knows, what was it, like 86? Wait, okay, so here's the funny part. So Alyssa is FaceTiming with her dad. Alyssa was at my 4th of July party, my parents' 4th of July party this year.
I saw some footage.
Yeah, she witnessed her first deck toss. Correct.
There's so many questions.
For those who don't know, the inside track here is that Alyssa is dating my cousin, George, and she is, I would say right now, the most popular person in our family. I'm just being completely honest, Ken. Everybody's like, have you met Alyssa? Isn't Alyssa amazing? I was like,
the best.
yeah, she's great, okay?
I was talking to his dad, Duke Macuga. He said the same thing.
Oh my God.
Everybody's huge on the Alyssa. Like, the Alyssa fandom is just, if
Yeah.
we're looking at clout scores right now, Alyssa. Big time in the
Wow.
Macuga household. So
Wow.
she's FaceTiming her dad on 4th of July. And we were like, John Marino. And she's like, that's not his name.
I was like, it's Dave.
It's like, Dave Marino. Because everybody knows, 1986, I believe, Dave Marino, he was a practice squad receiver. Remember, they called him Quads Marino.
Quads Marino. Yeah.
Louis Lips goes down.
Backed up. Yeah.
Dave Marino comes in.
Yep.
4 targets, 4 catches, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, and John Stallworth was on the sidelines just hanging out, and he pulled him
Correct.
aside and said,
Quads.
Dave, Quads, get over here.
Get over here.
You got this.
Mm-hmm. And now
That's
Dave.
exactly how it happened.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, for you, Alyssa, too. Like, talk about positivity. You being in the stands with your dad, a bunch of our insane family at the tailgate, being able to experience and be part after the year we had in 2020, being able to experience all this. Just tell us the emotions going through, because I got some teary eyes. I'll be honest with you.
Josh, I watched the videos I took from that day and still cry watching them. No, it was my dad's first time in Pittsburgh in general.
What?
And, yeah. And we had a whole weekend planned. George
Yes.
and obviously Bernie, Cindy, Lisa, all the
Yeah,
family.
yeah.
They
Those are my
planned
hands.
an amazing weekend for my dad and his wife, and we did all the Pittsburgh things that we could in 3 days. But the highlight was when he showed up to the tailgate and he was like, this is amazing. You know, his eyes were just going everywhere. He was recording everything on his phone.
So
It was just the best to watch him experience it. Like I said, I kept forgetting that it was also my first experience because I was just so glued to his face the whole time.
Yep.
So the tailgate, he had a blast.
Yeah.
We had a lot of people there because, like you said, it was the
yeah.
first one in so long. So
Yeah.
everybody was itching to get out there. George and I got there at 6 a.m.
That's how you do it in Pittsburgh, Ken.
and it was
1
just
o'clock
the best
game.
day. And then watching him walk into the stadium, and we took his picture under the Heinz sign, and just to see him look at it all with like this general like awe expression, it was the best feeling ever. I'll never forget it.
I love
It
that.
would have been nice if they won, but
Yeah, well,
it was still a good time.
Listen, we can't have it all. And our Ikaika Shively, the Prince of the Islands Aloha Friday Hawaiian hunk, is a Raiders fan-ish. Although he wore like a Packers jersey on Monday, so he's like one of those guys that like fumbles between teams. But he's from the Oakland area.
Oh, okay.
And so he just gave me a thumbs up off screen. We don't need to hear that right now, Alyssa. But what I want to know is, okay, so Ken, who's never been to Pittsburgh.
Never been to Pittsburgh.
Never been to Pittsburgh. You do like the 3-day mega tour, which I've done with Amanda as well, which it's exhausting, right?
Yeah.
It can be exhausting. And everywhere she went, I was just so excited. Like, I watched her eat her first Permane sandwich, like eyes glued to her, and she's like, it's pretty good. I was like, damn it.
It's really good.
It's really good.
Really good.
It's
Pretty
really
good, really good.
We didn't get to do Permanis. That's
You
the one
didn't?
thing. We'll have to do that next trip.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we'll just keep bringing them back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What was your dad's reaction? Now, I don't know if you know this. You may know this, but
Hit me.
around the end of the third quarter, beginning of fourth quarter, especially when we're down, all of a sudden the stadium goes to a hush, right? Because they know what's coming. And I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
Me too.
Okay? All of a sudden you hear, boom, boom, boom. Ooh, mama, I'm in fear for my life from the long arm of the law. Boom. boom, boom. And everybody in the stadium is like, let's go! Like, terrible towels are waving. Everybody's so excited, right? They start playing Styx Renegade.
It's Ellis asked, yes, okay. This just came up, but Ellis is bringing this up. Yes.
It might be, like, everybody talk, okay, you go to University of Wisconsin, they do jump around.
Right,
you go to another stadium, they do Metallica, Enter Sandman. There is no professional sports stadium that does a song like Pittsburgh does Renegade.
That's right.
What was your reaction and what was your dad's reaction to this? I know this is like very Pittsburgh
full
talk. But
body chills.
Yes.
Full body chills. Everybody's into it.
Yeah.
My dad has been waiting for so long
Yep.
to do the Renegade live. Like he's only ever watched it on YouTube or whatever. And so this was his moment. And he was whipping the towel, fist bumping, like jumping around. It was incredible.
Yep.
I was screaming my head off. I can't describe it. You can't describe that. It was amazing. Also, you sounded really good just then, Josh. You're like right on pitch there.
Well, I saw Alyssa, you know what? Thank you all so much. That's the first time I've been called on pitch since Barney's Karaoke 2016. I am feeling it. I just love seeing the video. I always get FOMO when I see people at Steeler games, especially my family, because as Alyssa knows, my family shows up to tailgate with enough food for about 300 people, and there's only about 40 people at the tailgate, right?
Yep.
Now, my Aunt Cindy makes whipped cream shots that are...
Pudding shots.
What are they called?
Pudding shots.
Pudding shots.
I'm listening.
They're the best.
It's unbelievable. They're the most tasty things on the planet. Okay. It's like Fireball. She got a Fireball one that's like cinnamon, and it's you're eating a dessert that's
I'll pass
liquor.
on that. What other options?
What's the other one?
I think it's like mudslide.
I'm in on the mudslide.
And a banana pudding one, right?
She does a banana one, I think.
Oh, the banana one. Yes.
All different flavors. And she has little spoons. That she hands out to people to eat with them, so you don't get messy eating them. Yep. She's the best.
It's incredible.
You take my cinnamon ones. Don't like cinnamon. Okay. Banana pudding.
Oh yeah. Oh. The mudslide one is fantastic. And here's the thing. It's sort of like Jello shots. Oh, Jello shots kind of stink. These things are actually delicious. And the dangerous thing is you're like, I'm drunk. It happens so quick.
I don't need a spoon. I've got my tongue. I don't need a spoon. So just hand them over.
Right there.
She's the best.
She's the best.
Where are these?
And all the positivity that flies around a Steelers tailgate is just everybody's playing games. Everybody's happy.
Oh my gosh!
It
was like an experience I've never had before. It was awesome. The camaraderie, like everyone's best friends. They're all family down there. Like it's just the best. There's nothing like it. I've never experienced anything like it. So
Steeler Nation. Yeah. All right, Ken, go ahead.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Tailgating sounds a lot like camping. What's the difference between?
There's no sleeping unless you happen to fall asleep from too many mudslide shots.
Okay. I get it.
I don't have to sleep outside.
You're selling me on the camaraderie.
Plus, our family's tailgate is underneath one of the overpasses. So if it rains, you're still covered.
Okay. Do you bring a tent, like a pop-up?
No, there's no pop-ups, but a lot of people do bring pop-ups.
It's allowed.
It's allowed.
I'd like a pop-up.
You just open up the back of a mid-size SUV, fill it with food, beer, and seltzers, and
grab a Nerf.
Yeah. We were playing Can Jam. There's cornhole. There's
Can Jam, cornhole, dice. Shut the box.
Dice.
Shut the box.
What are you running a dice game?
Yeah, we are. It gets very aggressive.
I love it.
Yeah.
So good.
The food did pretty well.
You did, Alyssa.
You did pretty well on dice.
If you know Shut the Box, it's a dice game where you got to like flip all the numbers. And it keeps going around until somebody actually shuts the box, so the money keeps tattling up.
So there's real money at stake here?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Is it illegal?
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Probably.
But welcome to Pittsburgh, where everything...
No one cares. There's probably Pittsburgh cops like, let me get on that dice game.
So, yeah. They drive by. Like, everybody being safe. It's the only time in the city where like people are just walking around with beers in nowhere. Nobody stops anybody from doing anything.
Do you know if crime statistics on Sundays in Pittsburgh go down?
I think so.
I'd love to track that.
Interesting.
I'd love to track that.
To look up.
Yeah.
I'd be interested in that.
One of the more famous signs in Pittsburgh is there's a grocery store. It says open 365, and then it's crossed out and says except for the Super Bowl.
Sure. Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
If the Steelers are playing, we're not shopping.
That's great. I'd love to see that.
Alyssa, can you tell us about Lasagna Love? Because I've been following this closely.
I'm so glad you asked me that.
Go ahead.
I'm listening.
Yes, Lasagna Love is a organization started by a mother. Her name is Rhiannon. When the pandemic first hit, she started noticing families in her own neighborhood that needed a little bit of help getting dinner on the table. People were losing their jobs or their childcare or whatever it was that made it hard for them just to provide dinner for their family. And she thought, why not me? Why can't I make something for my neighbors and see who wants something? And she decided on lasagna because it's relatively easy to make. It's the definition of comfort food. And she made a bunch of lasagnas and she went on social media and was like, who needs a lasagna? And more, even after people signed up to get her lasagnas, even more people signed up to help. They were like, this is amazing. I want to cook. How can I help my community? And it just grew from there. Now we're nationwide and we're in Australia and Canada now.
Look at you.
So we have volunteers everywhere making lasagnas or really any home cooked meal for people in their communities.
It's amazing.
Great.
And where can the people find it?
where
Where
can they find
lasagna is? It's at Lasagna Love on Twitter and Instagram.
At We Are Lasagna Love on Instagram.
We Are.
And they're on Facebook.
Okay.
They're everywhere.
I love
it has given me so much purpose. It makes me feel so good. I met some really amazing people through it, and it's nice. It's no questions asked. If anyone needs help getting dinner, they can just sign up to get a lasagna. There's no application process.
Man.
You'll get one. You'll get matched with a chef, volunteer chef, and go from there.
It's
Look
so
at this.
good. Yeah.
Look, I'm looking at it right now. It's so great. 100,000 families fed.
Boom.
And that was a bit ago.
Yes.
Okay, Alyssa, and there's Alyssa. Okay, Alyssa,
yeah.
question for you. Okay, because I make a pretty decent baked ziti, which is me kind of piggybacking off my mom's recipe. Is baked ziti allowed? And is there a California location that I can join?
Yes, so if you just log on to lasagnalove.org, you can click on volunteer.
Okay.
And you put your coordinates in and you put how far you're willing to go. You can totally customize it to whatever you're willing to do. You can do a lasagna once a month or, once a week. And you can drive from 5 miles to, I think it's up to 25 or 30 miles.
Okay.
So it's totally up to you how much or how little you want to do. And then there is a person in your area who's in charge of matching requests to chefs.
Okay.
That's
What
great.
we call our volunteers.
And
So it's really simple, and it's
Yeah.
just such an easy way to get involved, especially if you like to cook. ZD, any kind of meal you are good at that you like to make is acceptable. You just talk to your match when you get matched and you're like, hey, I actually make a really good baked ziti. Would you like that instead of lasagna? And 9 times out of 10, they'll say absolutely,
This is, yeah, I'm on it right now. On the link tree, has all the information on there.
We are lasagnalove.org, or is it just lasagnalove.org?
Lasagnalove.org.
Lasagnalove.org.
When you fill this out, Josh,
Yes.
and they say, how far are you willing to go? Just say, I will ride the lightning.
I'll go wherever. I will say this, and I don't want any secrets, Alyssa, but what makes your lasagna a little bit better, a little bit different than, say, maybe my mom's lasagna? Because growing up, for my birthday, I always wanted lasagna until one day my mom's like, I got too many, I don't have enough shell, whatever. She made baked ziti, and then I switched to baked ziti.
Ziti's good. It's really good.
No, I do love
Well,
lasagna, though.
Can you bring that in tonight?
First off, Debbie is an amazing cook.
She really is. She's
There is
great.
no comparison.
This is why
there.
people in my family love Alyssa. She's
I can see.
constantly
Yeah,
throwing
she's with him over.
compliments.
She's just
Yes.
tossing out compliments,
Yes.
making Deb
Yes,
and
but
Duke feel
I
happy.
don't even have a lasagna recipe. I just kind of feel it out, and I put a lot of love into it.
Boom.
That's my secret recipe.
Okay. All right.
Because it's just layers, right? Layers and bake. Layers and bake.
Meat, cheese, pasta. You can't go wrong.
No.
Love it.
It's basically a Chicago-style pizza, but you eat it with
Yeah.
a fork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And lasagna is, There are some lasagnas that I still remember up here. One of them was actually at an Olive Garden in the 10th grade. I went on a date to the Olive Garden, and it was an amazing lasagna in green.
No shame to Olive Garden.
Correct.
You know?
I was there on Saturday in Victorville, California. They have lasagna
trios,
appetizers,
See?
little lasagna bites.
Come on.
Talk about
Lasagna love. I mean, we could talk about
you
lasagna
can make those
for
and
days.
ship those to a family in need.
What I might do, because Amanda would probably get a little upset if I'm making lasagna and she's not getting any. So probably what I would do is make a homemade sauce, right? So that she can have the homemade sauce and pasta. And then I make lasagna from the homemade sauce because it has meat in it. Bing, bang, boom. I'm killing 2 birds with that. That's incredible. I'm making...
That would be amazing.
Yes. Doubling up lasagna, making sure the ladies are fed because we gave Rosie sauce for the first time last weekend. Ooh, that little girl loved it.
Did she do that?
Yeah, she lived for it.
That happy little...
Yeah.
Now I think she gets really upset when we don't feed her sauce because she is like, this is BS, guys. This is crap.
Like, this is my heritage. This is my my thing.
I love that.
Deb
Give me the
Macuga.
sauce.
I know. Well, now I got to try some Alyssa lasagna.
Yeah.
Lasagna. Come on, there's the pun for you. Lasagna. Lyssagna. Lasagna.
It's not.
I love it.
It's not bad.
I should change my Instagram handle to that.
Yes. Let's go.
Lasagna.
Come on. We got a couple super chats I want to get to. I know Kingsport Cal has one a little bit before we'll get to, but a couple questions for
Calm
Alyssa.
down, Cal.
We'll get there.
Cal's declared war on Olive Garden.
Oh, no. No, Olive Garden's the best. Okay, Jonathan Peck says, question for Josh and Alyssa. Is it true to call fellow Steelers fans Yinzers at Steeler games? P.S. Me and my pops have been to Pittsburgh for Wizard World 2016 and visited Heinz Fields. Nice place and city. You're right. It's not so much a Steeler fan. It's just Pittsburghers are called Yinzers. Now, is Alyssa a Yinzer? Not technically, because she didn't grow up in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And if you can tell, she doesn't really have an accent. She has that non-regional lovely dialect that doesn't, Now, her boyfriend, my cousin George, has a bit of a twang. Sometimes.
No, sir.
Sometimes. And I do too. Listen, I have a couple of those Jell-O shots or the pudding shots at a tailgate. A couple of, maybe a whiskey, whatever's being served. My O's get long, Alyssa.
That's
they
fair.
get long.
That's
they
fair.
Get long. George, having moved out of Pittsburgh, now living in Atlanta with Alyssa, his accent is getting less and less. People that leave Pittsburgh, the accent starts to dissipate. The people that stick around, it somehow to our ear holes gets stronger. It really does. So there's your answer. But now that Alyssa is really part of the family, she's been inducted into the Yinzer Family Hall of Fame.
Well, the fact that she was even
I will proudly wear that.
she was allowed to compete in deck toss?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She can't win until
I can't win.
Until you're actually engaged or married.
Wow.
Yeah. So George,
you got far.
Get on it. But Alyssa did compete, and she was very good.
Thank you.
Yes. We got one more super chat. This is from Jen Maddle. Happy Friday, GPA. I'm beyond happy today. All this tailgate talks makes me want to go to a game now. Congrats to the 2021 AL Central Division champs, Chicago White Sox. Bring on October baseball. Way to really rub it in there, Jen, because the Pirates stink.
Not so much. Yeah.
And
White Sox, good team. I did not bet on them at the MGM Grand.
No.
I bet on the Giants to win the World
just
Series.
Burn your money. Moormouth Hans says, my roomie made me the best chicken lasagna ever. Don't tell Mama Moth. Okay, we won't tell her.
We won't tell
Have you
Mama
put
Moth.
chicken in your lasagna,
Ooh,
Alyssa?
I like it.
You could. You could. I do
Baked
not.
Chicken.
Okay, smart.
Baked chicken.
Yeah,
I like that. I'll give it
But
a
I
try.
don't see why not.
I've put turkey in lasagna before, make it a little bit healthier, apparently.
Yeah.
It kind of
Ground
tastes the
turkey,
same.
absolutely.
Yeah.
My favorite that my mom made. This is like, but going back to the 80s, tofu spinach lasagna.
Oh, yeah, a little vegetable lasagna.
Loved it.
I love a veggie lasagna.
Me
Yeah.
too. I'm telling you. And I can remember a really good veggie lasagna, and it was at a wedding.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have like Google Docs of like best meals I've had at places. And I
kinda
had
need
to- Oh yeah,
Kinda need to.
because
It's the best ranking.
it really is. It
Yeah.
really is. LasagnaLove.org at We Are Lasagna Love on Instagram, Facebook. I want to take it on because I've seen it and I keep seeing it. And I keep meaning to like figure out the California
You'd be great.
situation.
You'd be great.
I love
Thank
making
you,
food. I
Josh.
love
You make your
cooking.
carbonara?
Can I make carbonara instead of lasagna?
Yes.
See?
So it's a theory only.
Yes.
Lasagna theory.
Cool.
Yes.
Wow. Wow, that would be very generous of you.
I
That's
think
very nice.
Josh could change lives with his carbonara.
Well, it got me married.
It's that good.
So, what are you going to do? Alyssa has tried to make carbonara. Apparently, it was good.
It was okay.
See, we're very harsh on ourselves, Ken.
Yeah, that's
very
that's
harsh
the
on
human
ourselves.
nature thing. But
I'm not. I'm going to leave you. You are the carbonara person.
Okay.
I'm not.
George is in chat burping. It's so good. He's still burping it up. I'm adding George's. He didn't do that.
He did.
I saw him in chat.
Yeah, he popped in. He popped in there for a second. Give us so HumanKInd USA Today. You're still doing amazing stuff over there. Any positive stories lately that we should know about, see, talk about before we let you go, Alyssa?
Yes, actually, today we just published a new episode of our kind of longer format show. It's called the HumanKInd Connection.
Nice.
And this theme of this episode is all about family. So the things you do for the ones you love, family members seeing each other for the first time in a long time, really tug at your heartstrings kind of stuff. We're really proud of it. It's on the HumanKInd Stories Facebook. It'll be on our OTT channels and on YouTube and all kinds of places like that. So follow HumanKInd Stories on Facebook and HumanKInd Videos on Instagram for a look at all the positivity that we're churning out every day.
And
spreading that kindness.
A very perfect theme after our talk about your dad going to Pittsburgh for the first time and experiencing all the family love because my family does shower people with love. It's a very tight-knit family that welcome people, unless my one girlfriend wasn't welcomed that well, but she's out of the picture. I got a wife now. No big deal. That's my mom. It was
Josh,
no.
She's not back in here.
Not welcome.
Duke, what do you think? No,
Nope.
Joshy.
What was before I let you go, what was besides the Steeler game and the tailgate, what was your dad's favorite part of Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe I'll have to ask him. I'm pretty sure the tailgate and the game was amazing. All of it. The first thing he did when they landed in Pittsburgh was take a picture next to the Franco Harris statue at the airport.
It's the best.
Yes.
George and I were waiting for them outside. We're like, what's taking so long? And all of a sudden I get a text and it's my dad next to the Franco Harris statue. I'm like, okay.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Yeah. You know who? There's two statues in the Pittsburgh airport. Do you know who the other one is? There's Franco Harris and
it better be Chuck Noll.
Unfortunately, no. It's George Washington.
Okay, same.
They're next to each other.
Two great leaders of this land.
It's the first president of the United States and Franco Harris catching the ball. Oh, it's so good. It's so Pittsburgh.
Both ordained by God.
Yeah. Yep. Did your dad get a jersey, Alyssa, while he was in town?
No, we got to work on that. I know you told me that. He has the zip up. I think he has a hoodie. He's from the north, so I think he tries to dress for warmth mostly. But yeah, we need to get him some kind of jersey or short sleeve shirt or something. We'll work on that for
jersey.
Christmas
Very important. I mean, we could give him a Dan Marino Central Catholic High School jersey.
That's not a bad idea.
Oh my gosh!
Come on,
Not a bad idea.
that'd be pretty good.
Not a bad idea.
That's pretty good.
Or we put your last name, Marino, we put it on the back of the jersey, and it's the what if Dan Marino had been drafted by the Steelers
it's a what
jersey.
if. It's a Marvel what if.
It's a Marvel what
NFL
if.
What if.
Because everybody in Pittsburgh still talks about it. I guarantee you're at a breakfast, you got a couple yinzers sitting around and be like, oh, your last name's Marino? Let me tell you where I was draft day when we should have taken Dan Marino. I'm just saying, Ken, he was a Miami Dolphin. It's too warm down there. You need to keep Dan in the city.
Todd Blackledge.
Yeah.
We got Blackledge.
We drafted some Jago. It wasn't even Dan Marino. Gabe Rivera.
Gabe Rivera.
He got into a car accident and never played it down.
Blackledge went to the Chiefs.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Draft, 83 draft.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Alyssa, you're the best. We love having you on the show.
Thank you for having me. This was so fun. It was nice to see you guys.
It's great to see
Thank you so much.
And putting some good stuff out in the world. That lasagna
Really
thing
is.
is great.
Really, she really does.
We are Lasagna Love.
Thanks, you guys.
We love you, Alyssa. Tell George I say hey. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
George is watching there.
Yeah.
Georgia, I had to go through her Instagram page to find a profile pic yesterday for the thumbnail.
Yeah.
There's a picture of George with the hair slicked back. He looks like he's about to knock someone off.
Yeah, he's the most Italian looking of all my cousins.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
It was great.
Yeah.
Great.
And his brother, who we had on the show, Joey, is a doctor and saving lives. I'm over here just hosting a morning show.
George is taking him? Is that what you're suggesting?
Yeah.
That's what I'm suggesting?
Sure. George.
Yeah.
Jersey Girl Lori pops in with the super chat. Says, happy Friday. My son is finally home from the hospital. Not all better. Surprise diabetes and early onset glaucoma diagnosis. I'm very sorry, Lori. You're amazing. We are sending you all the love. But he's adjusting to the life changes. Much love to all of you for the prayers and love. Yeah. Jersey Girl Lori, thank you so much.
Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive.
Always in our thoughts and prayers. Always. Trey T says, Alyssa's so dang nice. She really is.
I can see why she's the most popular person in the family right now. I get it. I get it. I'm sorry you lost that title.
You can do. If I want to lose it, I'll lose it to Alyssa.
Is there a vote that goes around? I imagine the Macuga clan, there's like a text thread. Time to vote.
Alyssa's winning.
More popular in the family.
My cousin Rachel just got engaged to a guy named Heath. They're amazing. And the funny joke is that my dad loves him more than he loves Ben and I. Because he's like, you guys hear about Heath? I'm like, Dad.
That's
Heath picked me up in his truck. We're going out to dinner. He's like, Heath didn't leave Pittsburgh. I'm like, all right, here we go.
Heath didn't leave Pittsburgh.
Here we go. There we go.
You know, Josh, Heath stayed around his home.
Yeah. You slacker. Now I got to make lasagna to make up for it.
Oh,
Get on it. LasagnaLove.org at We Are Lasagna Love.
That's great.
And go check out HumanKInd at USA Today.
Yeah,
they do amazing, really stuff. I know we have one super chat that we didn't do. Our buddy Kingsport Cow.
Kingsport Cow.
Ken. I choked on a Twizzler one time at my house years ago. I had to give myself the Heimlich maneuver on a kitchen chair. Unfortunately, it worked.
Cal, I'm glad you're here.
We are glad you're
glad
here, Cal.
It worked.
Be careful with those Twizzlers. They are a hard candy.
Yeah. I've twice had to induce vomiting on Thai food.
Yeah.
So I got to watch it.
I got to stop eating Thai food. I don't think I like it.
I love it. The problem is I love it. I eat so fast.
Yeah.
Twice. In the last year, I've had to stick a finger down my throat because I was choking. Ask Grace. She's really upset at me still.
You ever been so hungry that you eat too fast that you like can't breathe? Like not the choke, but like little like
the taco thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. You're gonna see that tonight on the taco challenge.
Tonight, GPACharity, the Prince of the Islands, Little Hot Friday.
The worst is when you're really hungry and you like swallow mashed potatoes and it burns as it goes down.
Oh, but you don't stop. You just keep swallowing. It burns. It burns.
Have you ever like been so dehydrated that you chug water so fast that you give yourself like you can feel it going down?
Well,
your
I've
stomach?
got that now. I woke up today. I had some coffee before water, which can mess me up.
Yeah.
I'm literally feeling that headache right now, and I did that before I left. My stomach's upset.
Yeah. Trey T says,
Stupid
chew your food, man. You're right. Big Lou's Workshop.
Shut up, Trey T.
Shut your mouth, Trey T. Thank you. And we do have to give a shout out real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. Before I get to your super chat, Big Lou, I do want to say this.
Big Lou.
Last night, it's currently $15,731. Last night, and all of you are just as important. I thank you all so much for backing this project and for being a part of Futility, the actual game of living.
Great.
Okay? Last night, our buddy, Nathan Ovendale, a.k.a. First Rate Nate, got $500. He's getting his face drawn on the box. Okay, we're going to show you what those drawings are going to look like tonight. There's a drawing of me as to show you what your likeness is like. Once this is over and we hit all of our goals and everything we're going to ask you guys for the likeness you would like on the box, and it's going to be drawn by the legendary, the Uruguayan Picasso, as we're calling him.
That's accurate,
right? The Uruguayan Picasso, Aldo, is going to be drawing your likeness to put on the box. Now, if you guys have done like $100 thing and you want to maybe up it with a couple of friends or family and you guys want to up to 500, we can draw a group of people images. We can put like an entire city of people under there. They will be a little bit smaller on the box.
And they'd like to be ballers.
And shot collars, 20-inch blades on the Impalas.
And if you all had a girl, you would call her.
Oh, you went that way. I went the other way.
Stop.
DJ mashup. You shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth, Ray fan.
Yeah. You can do that. So thank you, Nate. First Rate Nate. Really. And we're getting there, guys. We're going to get to over 20K after the live stream tonight. We're going to make it happen.
We're going to get there.
4
Spread the
p.m.
word. You guys
the
are
word.
so great on that.
We've got all kinds of fun stuff we want you to do. We've got it planned. Before that, 2 p.m. Josh Brady with Molly and Alex Damon. Let's get to this final super chat and then some videos that make me smile. Let me go.
From Big Lou's Workshop,
Big
your
Lou.
YouTube one-stop shop for workshopping.
Nailed it. He also had a chat, not a super chat earlier, that said, my girlfriend used to call me Louis Lips. Boom.
Hey, all right.
Hey, yo. Big Lou's Workshop says, happy Friday, fellas. I made a barbecue lasagna one time and used my world-famous pulled pork and tortillas as the noodles with other goodies. Whoa.
That sounds really good.
How have we never been to a barbecue place? It's like, hey, we got a pulled pork lasagna.
How have we never gone to Big Lou's house?
I know. We got to get to Jacksonville ASAP.
Wow.
Come on, we could make some stuff in his workshop. You could sweep.
Can you make
Great
one and
sweep.
send it to us before the stream palooza?
Yeah, how do we need teleportation, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do some videos that make me smile, and then we can go home. Well, we're going to be here all day. At least I am. I'm going on Only Stupid Answers, Ken. A little bit.
I'm going on Force Center.
Oh, yeah, you are. The show.
I'm so glad they're
All right.
having me.
Does anyone else's dog just sit there and stare at them?
Yes.
Look at this dog.
Yes. Yes.
Hello?
It's a murderer.
I'd like to talk to you about my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Please sit down.
That's a murderer.
Yeah, it's an angry...
Toys on the ground.
Yeah, like, hey, would you leave me alone? I'm trying to watch my stories.
Man, the other night I'm staring at Baxter, and he's like doing this, but he's just staring off in a corner.
Yeah.
And so Grace and I kind of both look up, like, is there a ghost? And then he just says, he goes, and just pees all over the floor.
Gotcha.
He's having some behavioral issues.
Yeah, well, that happens. How's his eye pressure?
We're going to find out Monday, but
Okay.
I think it's going to be better.
Okay.
I think it's going to be
We got what? One more, two more, Kaka?
4 more.
4 more? Holy moly. Okay, let's split through them. Oh, what? Have you seen this? This is my kid who's scared that he jumps that he scares the dad.
I saw this morning on
Did you see this?
Instagram or Facebook? Yeah.
That's me as the dad blowing the leaves. And,
And there's
Amanda's like, hey, Rosie, go in the leaves and we're going to scare dad. And this is what would happen. Look at him jump out.
Was there 2 kids in there? Oh, yeah,
no.
my kids. He says,
Yeah.
Are there 2 kids?
I think, well, the one kid comes out at the end.
How do they
He's
get
like,
in?
there,
Oh,
there you go. Oh, man. One time in college, I got pretty drunk. And I laid in a pile of leaves outside of a house and I scared a girl and she really got upset.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized I shouldn't do that because I don't want people doing that to me.
Yeah, that one to you.
Yeah.
You die.
I hope Rosie is not inspired
You
by
have
this.
a heart attack.
Yeah. All right, what's next? Okay. All right.
They had 2000s Day at high school.
Oh, man.
Got served.
Oh, see,
So,
I could watch you
as-
guys.
As if they think that's ancient history. 20 years, they think that's ancient history.
Were they doing the Soldier Boy? Oh, man, that's a sick dance
Well,
move. I
think
gotta
about it, in the
learn that.
2000s, they probably had 80s Day.
Yeah, that's true. We did have 80s.
We
Day,
did.
for
We had
sure.
it in 1994 at high school, but the fact that the 2000s are viewed as ancient history is that's just wrong.
That's tough.
That's wrong.
That's tough. Soldier Boy. I do like that Soldier Boy dance. All right, what's next, EK?
Okay, the next 2 are related.
Okay. Ooh, drones.
Drone racing.
How do we get involved in this? Do we like invest in a league or something? This is like Star Fox.
Remember when that one guy we know crashed his drone into his face on a collider shoot?
Yep.
This would be fun to watch.
This
I
would
think I
be
might
fun
get
to
dizzy
watch.
watching it, but
Oh man, and they'd use the.
oh, so it's like you're like almost like you're in the drone.
Is that Ross Marquand from Walking Dead?
Yeah, it did look like him.
What's the next
Man
one?
of 1,000 voices?
Is this another drone
This
racing?
is point of view.
Oh, kind of makes me dizzy.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna say.
Kind of
this
makes me
is-
dizzy.
Yowza.
Like I get that weird feeling like I can't control my
Can't even
limbs.
see it.
I think I want to be more of a marble racing fan than a drone fan, but I would like to go to
Hell's
this.
Marble Racing is the best.
Did I tell you about using my niece's drone a couple weeks ago, and I got it stuck on the neighbor's roof and had to go, and it was a very, very, very old woman that was very confused, and I got up on the roof, and she started crying.
But again, you didn't do this.
I did not. That might have been better. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here on the Positivity Report. A special thanks to Alyssa Marino for joining
Yeah,
us
she's
all the
great.
way from Atlanta. HumanKInd from the USA Today. Check it out. All on their Instagrams. And Lasagna Love, lasagnalove.org, at We Are Lasagna Love, Twitter, or on Instagram and Facebook. A final super chat here from our buddy Kingsport Cal. Well, here's some more money for you guys since I won't be able to attend tonight live. Hope you guys do well on the Kickstarter. I will watch it later. Kingsport Cal, we're going to be
Cal.
there for 6 hours.
Thanks, Cal.
So anybody that wants to pop in, tell your friends where you're at. We got some Shinedown stuff coming, maybe
Yeah.
some live Shinedown performance video. We can cut to a camera and be
Yeah.
like, look, they're doing boom, lay, boom. Diamond eyes.
Yep. Yeah. How many meals do you think Cal cooks with a cigarette on his lips?
That's my frat chef. We'd be like, let's pick
It's
some
the
ash
cigarettes
out of
that heat up the
Yeah.
pan.
Yeah.
I got the best scampi in the world. That's you, Cal. I know it's you.
Nothing like a diner chef in the 50s to
Yeah.
really bring you back. Moremouth Hans with the final super chat. Put me down to sponsor the GPA drone racer. Done and done.
We will.
I will not be driving it.
No.
Thank you all. Oh, I want to give a shout out to Anka Von Doren,
Anka!
who direct messaged me on Instagram yesterday. And she's like, I'm sorry I couldn't be there live. I wanted to be. I was at a funeral. I'm just not in a very positive mood.
Right.
And you know what? That's okay.
It's fine.
Okay. And we totally understand that. Me being positive every day is for you all. If you can't be here, that's totally fine. Take your day. Maybe be a little dark, because life, like we talked about with Jared yesterday, life can be really tough, and sadness can overwhelm you, and that's just how life can be.
That's how it goes.
I take this hour to just try and put smiles on your faces, and I hope that that's what I do every day. If you are not feeling it and you don't feel like being positive that day, totally okay. It's totally okay.
Indeed.
So, with that,
we're happy you're here now.
correct. Thank you. Great to see you. Today, 2 p.m., Alex Damon, Molly Damon, Josh Brady. 4 p.m., the live stream of Palooza. Let's get weird. It's going to be a great night. Can't wait to have everybody and see y'all there. We're going to go as long as it takes to get to 20,000. And we can't say thank you enough to everybody that has become a backer of Futility, the actual game of living. Every time I tell somebody that name, they're like, really? That's what you're calling it? I'm like, yep, winner. Thank you all. Remember, every single day you choose positivity. It's an active choice. Call somebody, text them, tell them you love them. It matters. It's weight years of love than hate. Find the good. See you on Monday.
See you in a bit.